When I first found out that Felix had autism, I think it was a really bittersweet time for our family.
When I first heard that my boys were diagnosed with autism, the very first thing I thought is, no, that's wrong. Every part of me wanted them to not be diagnosed as autistic, and I couldn't help but think, this is going to be how people see them for their whole entire life. And I really struggled with it. I didn't want them to be labeled that way. I didn't want them to have people come in and need to work with them. I didn't want them to be those autistic boys. I just wanted them to be my boys.
We saw a psychiatrist and a neurologist and a neuropsychiatrist, speech therapist, occupational therapist, physical therapist, and evaluated her and said, you know, I think she's on the autism spectrum.
My feelings when we first heard of our son's diagnosis was finally. I always knew there was something different and unique about our son, and this gave a name and a direction to go from there.
When my daughter was first diagnosed, it was almost a sense of relief to have a name for what was going on. But that only lasted about 5 minutes. And then it was, oh no, what now? We had no idea what to expect. We didn't know where to turn.
When we first got Reed's diagnosis, it was devastating. It was scary. It wasn't at all what we had envisioned our lives to be. We didn't know what his life was going to look like and what we were going to do for him.
This is society's fastest growing developmental disability.
It's made a big impact on our family. It makes it hard to get out of the house. It's a challenge to go anywhere, and it's hard when you go out in public and people look at you and judge you for her behavior.
You know, it's hard to get to the store sometimes. It's impossible to know what her mood's going to be, and when you just want to do the little things, sometimes those are huge events for her.
We plan everything we do. Everywhere we go, we need to have a backup plan, a contingency plan. We need to know, are there going to be a lot of people? Is it going to be crowded? Is it going to be loud? Is anybody going to get overstimulated? What are we going to do if there's a meltdown?
It can be stressful and it can tear families apart, but I think with our passion for each other and help with supports in the community, we can do this thing.
Every day, 129 children are diagnosed with some form of autism.
Confronted with a problem, our first instinct is to turn for information. And one of the ways we did that was to turn to the Autism Society.
We visited the Autism Society, and that was the first place that we started, and that was the first information session that I ever went to. And I got that first binder, and that really sort of marked the beginning of my journey to becoming a parent advocate, a community organizer, and hopefully a peer parent specialist for other families that are going through these types of situations.
The Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin has been wonderful for our family.
The Autism Society has helped us by providing access to resources and guidance on making some of those tough decisions.
This is very big for us, as they provide advocacy for people like our daughter.
As a parent with autistic children, you feel very often isolated and questioning. You don't really know what's normal or regular or what to expect. And with the Autism Society, you are instantly put in touch with other parents and other professionals who have gone through almost all of the same things that you have or are going through them. And so there's a great sense of community, there's a great sense of help that you get from them, there's always someone to reach out to and ask questions, and then there's other people that you can get in contact with and you can give them information and feel like you're helping them along a road you've already gone along. And so the people at the Autism Society have been almost an extended family that I can always look to for information and help, and just for a feeling like we're all in this together.